Hi there, this is My Majesty King David I of the United States, self-appointed monarch with no real authority, just here to shine a light on all the horrible things that our country is doing and trying to do to us. And today, I'm pleased to announce that my son, His Highness Prince Mark, has gone to Plains, Georgia, and will be interviewing the man who, up until recently, held the title of America's worst president, old number 39. The anti-capitalist, anti-constitutionalist, anti-Semitic, addle-pated, doddering old fool, the peanut-brained, one-term wonder, Jimmy Carter himself. Take it away, Prince Mark.
Thank you, Regal Father, and greetings to all. I'm here at the home of former President Jimmy Carter. How are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. You want a peanut?
No, thank you, sir. You are the only person who, as sitting president, gave an interview to Playboy magazine in which you said you only commit adultery in your mind. Do you still do that, sir?
Oh, yes. Now more than ever. But not about Jewish girls. Never about a Jewish girl.
Then may I ask about whom do you fantasize?
Well, when that newspaper lady, Helen Thomas, told the Jews to get out of Gaza and go back home to Polaroid, whoo boy, that made my little froggy jump out of the pond. I've always had a thing for dormant women.
You did it again, didn't you, sir?
Yeah.
I see you're wearing your National Rifle Association hat. Are you a member?
National Rifle Association? Oh, no. That stands for No Racists Allowed. I know a lot about racism. And only a racist would ever disagree with Now,
what do you think of Barack Obama?
He's always been real sociable to me. In fact, I think insane Obama is the socialist president we've ever had.
I'm sure a lot of people will agree with that. Speaking of which, what do you think of his takeover of the healthcare system?
Great. Lots of us tried it. Me, old B.J. Clinton, his wife, Scullery made attempts at it, but had a super margarine in both houses. Anyway, it's a great way to raise taxes, and once you get the little people under your thumb, it's easy to keep them there.
That doesn't sound like the Americans my imperial father tells me he grew up in. It doesn't sound nice or right.
Sure it is. They need us to think for them, and it might even save social senility and Medicare. Because when the commoners get old and their medical bills go up, we'll just let them die naturally and save a bunch of money. Didn't you read Tom Trashful's book?
Yes, if you mean Dashiell. I know he's in favor of not treating the elderly or even younger people who have expensive diseases, but you're old, aren't you?
Well, son, remember our flounders wrote in the Defamation of Inconsequence that all men are created equal, but of course they wasn't talking about politicians, the ruling class. They was talking about regular citizens, the unimportant people. So that wouldn't apply to me, because I'm important.
I don't think that's what our founders meant. I think they meant exactly what they said, that all men, all people are created equal.
No, shucks. They didn't even diminish the sentence. It should have read, created equal and kept that away all their days.
You mean the government should spread the wealth around, redistribute it, and create a perpetual welfare state?
Now you got it. Whee! Oh, you keep the whole herd out there dependent on the government. So you can see it weren't meant for important folk like me, can't you, boy?
So what do you think of the way Obama has pretty much done nothing about the Gulf oil disaster.
Want a peanut?
No thanks. What about the oil spill?
What does everybody expect from him? He don't know nothing about this kind of thing, and his whole cabinet made up of lawyers who might be a little oily, but they don't know nothing either. Plus, he's been real busy. He's been out to Californicate twice to raise money for that Barbie boxer babe.
Moving right along, what do you think of cap and trade?
Cap and trade? That ought to be called crap on your parade. Boy, if they can get that through, it'll send America back to the dark ages. Real dark ages, get it, son? We'll control all the money, and the U.S. will spread it around globally and wind up ruling the world. What a peanut?
No thanks, but may I ask you what you think of Arizona's immigration law?
I think it's deplorable, just because it's totally legal and necessary to protect the state's denizens. Don't mean Obama shouldn't be able to get it thrown out if he needs to steal the next election. I mean, to balance out the next election.
Yes, well, I think we all understand what you mean.
Well, if and you don't, I could get my brother...
Billy?
No, I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. Jimmy.
You know, the king and I... That has a familiar ring to it. Anyway, my royal father and I naturally live in Castleberry. And between that floozy Charlie Crist and that total miscreant Alan Grayson, what do you think of Florida?
What do I think of Florida? I think it's south of here. Am I right?
Yes, sir. And with that pearl of wisdom, this is my Highness Prince Mark saying back to you, regal father.
Whoa! Oh, that was a short interview, but thank you, Prince Mark, and thank you, Jimmy Carter. I see you're still holding on to your Prince of Fools title. Now, next week I may have as my guest Al Gore. I told him I didn't pay my guests anything, but that I would try to get him a complimentary massage at the Finch and Paddle Parlor on Paramore Street, and he lit up like Teddy Kennedy's nose at midnight. Well, for now, this is My Majesty King David I saying, bye for now.